Hello,
Hags, eavesdroppers,
free feeders, and premium subscribers. As hinted, change is afoot. Make sure you're signed up at poogpodcast.com for big updates ahead.
This month, we're working hard behind the scenes to get everything ready.
In the meantime, we've got a trove of special episodes
celebrating the past 15 months of Berlant and Novak.
Now please enjoy the celebration episode, Berlant and Novak Remix, Call the Front Desk.
Well, I have a huge question.
Okay, say it now.
What is a 4-star hotel? What is a 3-star hotel?
I think that
guess what?
is like corrupt and over.
In my mind, it's like each star is just like, it's going to be that much dirtier. And that's not what it is. It actually has to do with amenities, and it even has to do with location, supposedly. Can you imagine? So it's 4-star because it's right next to the museum. And you're like, what? I was not factoring that in. Mm-hmm. If you could promise me, if there was a standard that had to do with cleanliness, that was its own system.
Yeah.
What's a symbol for cleanliness? Like 4 brooms. It's a 4-broom hotel. Yeah. A 3-broom hotel.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so hotels that don't have an espresso in the room.
Have we brought this up? It needs to be standard now. It's time.
Well, and because some hotels, here's what's weird. You go in there, no espresso, you can like call down for it or something. Like,
the Ludlow will send one up to the small room that
if
doesn't have a room.
Yeah. Exactly. But
or request in advance.
I have to say something. I stayed at an Ace Hotel in Brooklyn a couple years ago. They didn't have they had a guitar. I'm not joking you. They had a record player. My room didn't have a guitar, but it had a fucking record player.
Yeah.
And no Nespresso.
It had a kiosk full of vintage jackets for sale in your room.
It had an army surplus mic kiosk, and it didn't have an espresso. So I'm booking hotels, right? I call the Toronto Ace. I go, "Hi, can you tell me what your coffee situation is in the room?"
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "Yes, you would have to come down to the lobby for coffee. Lobby for coffee. Lobby for coffee."
What was the
it's
hotel?
Echoing in my brain. Lobby for coffee. Ace, not a cheap hotel, right? Like, and
no. This is the thing, Kate.
What? I go, I can't stay with you. You had my dollar. You had my me waking up. Oh, I guess I'll get dressed and go down to the lobby to get coffee.
Well, by the way,
my God.
By the way, not every hotel
waiting
has
in line,
coffee, even in the lobby.
Well, that's for sure. And it's horse piss. If you do
okay,
get it.
I mean, but I'm always happy. Go. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're milking, you're like on the farm. You're a farm hand milking.
It's always like late in the session, so it's like it's old, and it's like coffee should never come out of it. Like coffee is not meant to be. Go.
No.
Okay. I mean, it's fine. I'll take it. You know, like there's a charm at a gas station. Okay, I used to smoke cigarettes.
You're at the bank.
I used to get the Green Mountain. Okay, coffee. Okay, it was a charm, but. Also, like this sort of like coffee in the lobby at 4 a.m. between 4 and 5:30. They're like, it's there.
Yeah.
And then it's drippings later.
Yeah.
They've usually cleared it. Yeah. And then I think it needs to be in-room Nespresso. I mean, my father, he's like, if he doesn't have it in the room, he's up at 4. So if they don't have it downstairs and they won't send it up.
That's wild.
You know what I mean? But
would you stay at the Ace? With no Nespresso.
Given this,
because I'm literally looking at the numbers.
A series of factors.
I'm looking at the numbers.
I'd have to weigh.
And I was like, do I literally go to the Four Seasons because it has a fucking espresso? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to pay that much of a premium.
This is where this is where a company can get customers. Okay, they go, we're going to offer what you care about. Okay, so they're going to go like. Remember I was telling you about amenities being related to what level star a hotel is? People don't care about the same amenities they might have used to, right? Like, I'd rather an espresso machine in the room than trying to think of an amenity that like they think they're excited about. You know, like a closet that's really elaborate. You know, these businesswoman closets, you know, like that are very old school, like for my valise and my unfolding suit. I mean, I guess whatever. You gotta iron your suit. You gotta iron your suit. So maybe.
Well, now I'm like, you gotta have an iron. Traveling.
Well, sure. I mean, an iron is easy, right? But like, I'm trying to think, like, what's a good example of an amenity
what is
that?
It? Like,
well, I mean, I would say Ace, lose the guitar, right?
Let's lose the fucking guitar
and get a deal with Nespresso going, right? Or
I'm gonna write a letter. Maybe I should write a letter to Ace corporate.
Yeah, I mean,
Ace. Do they think it's charming? Because the Ace for me has a place in my heart. I go Ace. I go, well, I think quality or something. I think I'm picturing quality, a cortado.
It's more like. I think the Ace offers aesthetic where there was none. It started as aesthetic for cheap.
Well, it's you and me in Portland.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm attached to it, because I have a sentimental attachment.
Well, and I in Portland,
campus.
I think it was Portland, had to ditched one hotel I was trying out and ran to the Ace. Remember I left a hotel by like going down to the basement and exiting? Because there was a bug on the bed. It was like I booked I booked the bridal suite or whatever. Like I booked the Loretta Lynn like suite or something. Okay, it was like a round bed, but there was like a bug on it, and I was like, I'm out.
I do remember.
Took my shit downstairs, my suitcase, and went out through like the kitchen and the basement, and then called them and said I've left.
That's amazing.
I couldn't stand the people pleasing. Okay, like I couldn't go down and go.
Of course, you just got out.
Like I just don't want to be here. Like,
did you tell them there was a bug?
Yeah. And I'm like,
by the way,
and I went straight to the Ace.
Yeah.
But the Ace is industrial, at times to a fault. Okay. And sometimes they have.
Sometimes you want the cheesy luxury. Yeah, anyway, keep going.
I mean, cheeseball luxury over that. I don't mind the austere.
Or it's not even austere. It's like.
No. It's the.
They're like, this isn't your grandma's hotel.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes to a point of rudeness. Like sometimes it's like, it's a little too much record shop in the lobby, and like, whatever.
Not enough cucumber. They're like cucumber water.
Where my friend comes in, they go, oh, well, where are you from? She goes, Atlanta. They go, I hate Atlanta. It's like,
oh my God, that's so funny.
You know what I mean?
So
like,
funny. Yeah.
But yeah, the Ace is like, I don't know what it is. I guess it's like these places where they're maybe, like.
But by the way, I think I'm about to go. I think I'm going to go
to an Ace. I'll still choose an Ace when
it's like $500 more to stay at a Four Seasons. And then I go, well,
the night I was at the Ace, I mean, I know what I'm getting there. Rudeness, okay, and a clean sort of a clean, simplistic, whatever kind of And I tolerate that they think that. It feels like at times they push, we're all artists here, okay, to a point of bullying you into getting your coffee from a local coffee shop, where it's like, you guys just won't put coffee in the room. And so now you're trying to make it, you're trying to sell it as enjoy the neighborhood. You know what I mean? And that I don't think is cute. Like, own it. You don't have the fucking coffee. I don't know. Like, you're unwilling to pay at these prices.
Oh, damn. I might call again and go, could you put an espresso in my room?
Right. And they'll go,
God,
we don't have those.
Yeah. And I go, oh. Well, really quick, I'll say, and I'm sure I've talked about this on the pod, but when I stayed at a hotel and it was a nice room, it was like I got an upgrade or something happened. It was like a suite. They're like, well, we've actually upgraded you to a suite. And I go, oh, or the Loft King or some shit. Go in there, nice room. I'm walking around, drop my bags. Go into the bathroom, open the toilet seat. What's the worst thing you could find? I'll tell you what it is.
Inside the toilet? I mean, I think it would be shit and a bloody tampon and piss. But
well, it was shit and blood. So I have 2 out of the 3. There was.
And you can't say there wasn't piss in there.
There was, been. Probably was, because one often leads to the other. And there was shit and blood. And I go, it was like so shocking because the room was so pristine. It was like a mystery. It was like the toilet was pristine. Otherwise, like I was like, what happened here? So then I call down. I go, hi.
Oh no! Do you immediately panic that this is your kink? That they're gonna think this is your kink? That you go into a pristine hotel room, you make the worst thing you can have happen into a toilet, and then you call them up and make them look at it. And it was the discomfort on their face. Okay,
it was uncomfortable. It's just the voice. Even it was uncomfortable to tell her the truth because I go. Yeah, no, the room's great. God, I don't know how to say this, but there's shit and blood in the toilet. and like she was like, "Oh my God, like I am so sorry." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going out to dinner or something." So, and then it was like I had to leave the room. I came back, and like So do you go room comped for that? No. But it's pretty shocking.
Well, I had an experience where I had to come down and say, room's great, bed covered in mouse shit.
No.
Or what I pretty sure
yeah,
is mouse
yeah.
shit. All I know is it's smeared. Okay.
And it was
smeared
like
when I touched it with a toothpick or whatever. And then they moved my room, but they also diagnosed it as there was this like heating vent above the thing and all the dirt coming in. So I think it actually was dirt. It makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because a night had not passed. I believe it, but
I believe it. But
I still moved rooms just like to feel fresh. You know what I mean?
Of course. I had an experience in a hotel this week.
Really?
And there was an experience of and I've waited for this day to come. Housekeeper seeing me naked.
Do you remember what happened to me?
No.
It happened to me in an expensive hotel because of course it does. It's totally irrelevant.
This was an expensive hotel too.
And you know, it's like whatever.
Were you
Is
full
it that
frontal?
bad?
It was like kind of.
Was like
here's
in
what
the
it was.
Tub or getting out of the tub.
It wasn't even the shame at the nudity. It was the shock of I was being put up in a room. Sorry. And here comes. It's about to get worse. The room was so big it couldn't hear her knock, but it's true. I was in like the shitting area. It was like the thing of like.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like the living room, the
Shitting
kitchen,
area is
the bedroom, and I was staying alone in it, so I really was I just was like feeling really free, like clothes scattered, and I was in separate bathroom with a door. But the point is, I couldn't hear her knocking, and then, something unspeakable happened in the bathroom.
Really?
Well, no, just
you used the toilet.
I did what bad people do.
The boys' room.
And then I glued to my phone because I've relapsed on Instagram, and I nakedly stumbled out on my phone, looking down like this. And then what was strange was that she was there, but she was like cleaning what didn't make a sound. So I was walking toward her without hearing her, and she didn't say anything. So then it was like
what's that shape?
And it was almost what's that shape? It was like I was looking at her, and it took me a second to register as a person because like this can't be possible.
You're like, I don't remember this art piece.
Yeah, I just couldn't. And then I wouldn't say I screamed.
It's scary,
but
when
that's
a person
what it was.
Is still.
Stillness is terrifying. Yeah, exactly. So she was, she'd been, but instead it was just like complete. And so I didn't do a full scream, but I was like, and then I, grabbed my robe, the whole thing. And I was like, sorry. She's like, I was knocking. I didn't hear you knock. I was like, the room's too big.
Oh yeah.
I'm the asshole in the big room. And then she was like, I could just clean over here. And I was like, but then I was like, get out. No, of course not. But I just was like, no, it's fine. And left a big tip. Sorry, you got to see
a little something
Do you think
special.
Part
of the embarrassment is like there's something about nudity with the phone, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're like taking a nude.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like the posture when you're using a phone or scrolling is probably like hideous.
Yeah.
Because you're like naked.
Yeah.
Like you're like
distended stomach. Like,
you're just like
yeah.
And so I feel like there's a little bit of that. And then,
well, because then as soon as she left, I was like, was I talking to myself? Probably. Was I, or like,
while
I think
scrolling?
that when I'm alone, I think I do that. But then I was like, I could have been singing, I could have been monologuing, I could have been doing a, full-throated confession. I don't think so, but maybe I was.
These days, I'm all about quality over quantity, especially in my closet. If it's not well made and versatile, it's not worth it to me. That's honestly why I love Quince. The fabrics feel elevated, the cuts are thoughtful, and the pricing makes sense. I've been routinely drawn back to Quince. I'm there looking for gifts. I'm there looking for myself. They cover such a broad spectrum of what you need, from house to beauty to clothes to travel. Quince makes high-quality wardrobe staples using premium fabrics like 100% linen, 100% silk. Quince works directly with safe, ethical factories and cuts out the middleman. You're not paying for brand markup or fancy retail stores, just quality clothing. Quince uses 100% European linen. Their cotton is crisp and holds its shape. The gauze is soft without being flimsy. Everything Quince makes is built to hold up season after season. The stitching, the fit, the fabrics, these are pieces you'll reach for again and again. I have given the Quince cotton cashmere sweater as a gift a few times. It's lovely, it's light, it's great for layering, it's perfect to throw in your bag, but then also you can dress it up. I also love the Quince passport holders. I've given a couple of those away, and I bought one for myself. You're going to love browsing the Quince website. I'd be shocked if you don't find something you love. Right now, go to quince.com/hags for free shipping and 365-day returns. That's a full year to wear it and love it, and you will. Now available in Canada, too. Don't keep settling for clothes that don't last. Go to Quince, QUINCE.com/hags for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/hags. This spring, if you're finally ready to see real results, healthier gut, glowing skin, stronger hair, and steady energy, you need to add colostrum to your daily routine. It starts in the gut, and once your gut is right, everything else follows. Today's sponsor, Cowboy Colostrum, offers the highest quality bovine, that's cow, colostrum available in the U.S. Cowboy Colostrum is 100% made in America from 100% American grass-fed cows. Unlike other colostrum brands, Cowboy Colostrum is true first-day whole colostrum, rich in bioactives like immunoglobulins and growth factors. Cowboy Colostrum isn't processed or stripped down. Their colostrum is whole, full fat, and high in protein for ultimate nutrient density, making it the highest quality bovine colostrum you can buy. Colostrum improves gut health, which improves everything else: immunity, hair growth, skin clarity, stronger nails, steady energy, and reduced bloating. The results aren't just something you read about. They're something you can actually see and feel. Cowboy is easy to drink, and it's made with delicious natural ingredients and no artificial flavors. They use real freeze-dried strawberries, not artificial flavoring. Simply add a scoop of their chocolate, Madagascar vanilla, matcha, or strawberry into your coffee or smoothie and feel great the entire day. Not only will Cowboy Colostrum bring stability to your gut, the peptides and growth factors will make your skin and hair look amazing. People are seeing visible changes: glowier skin, less bloating, real hair growth, and consistent energy without the crash. For a limited time, our listeners get up to 25% off their entire order. Just head to cowboycolostrum.com/hags and use code HAGS at checkout. That's 25% off when you use code HAGS at cowboycolostrum.com/hags. So 2 years ago, if you can believe it, when we were doing the Poog Christmas tour, the inaugural Poog Christmas tour, we were going to Philadelphia, and Jacqueline Novak, again, through Amex, had booked us at the Ritz, and I was getting excited because I was like, it's my first Ritz. And the Ritz, this is one of those kind of tent pole luxury hotels or something.
My first Ritz, just that language.
Yeah. And so I got excited because the Ritz. And then I get into the room and I was like, okay. It wasn't, by the way, it wasn't shit.
That I spent 3 months warning you, okay?
No, you were like, don't get all like,
whatever.
Like, the Ritz. Yeah.
Because I had also booked our travel basically like to get the benefits and the upgrades and whatever.
So I was all excited about the Ritz. Jacqueline was warning me, don't get too excited. Don't get
because
so
I booked it.
My first Ritz.
And I was sort of, I had felt there was a lot on me. Like if Kate said anything negative about anything I had booked, like I was really sensitive. Like again, when I go into my night archetype, around Kate. And, we all, I mean, you can imagine you're with Kate Berlant, okay? And you're responsible for the sensuous properties, the environment. Imagine holding that responsibility on yourself. Okay. Meanwhile, and don't forget, she's cheap. She's a cheap bastard. Okay.
By the way,
she also comes free with the prices. She comes free with the prices.
No, I have changed, and here I am. Last night, because I texted Jacqueline. I treated myself to the Four Seasons. So I'm on tour.
She knows I'm the only person that she has to, the moment she starts to type, like, I gave myself an early birthday present. Okay, she has to, like, qualify it because, whatever.
By the way, and I got a great deal. Okay, keep going.
So we get in, and I could see the Ritz. Okay, she's fixated on tonight, the Ritz. Can you believe it? My first Ritz. Okay. And then, and then I'm like, just don't freak out. Like, just don't overblow it. And then that was a classic way. She gets to her room. She starts sending me photos of the room. Is your room like this? Comes down to my room. Okay. Goes,
you had a better
different.
Room. Yeah.
No, I go, no, Kate. Okay. I sent back the photos. You go, you became convinced later.
Right.
Okay. That
right.
You're like, that vanity, like your vanity is like totally different. And da-da-da. I was like, no, my curtains are drawn and I have the sconce on. Okay, versus you flipping on me like overhead.
No, to
take photos.
No, you're right. Actually, that is what happened. I can find the photos somewhere.
But the point is, so I get photos from you, and it's like, to me, these photos are curated. Okay, they are these very specific photos that Kate Berlant takes when she gets to the hotel room. In my mind, she sends them to me. She sends them to her mother.
Yeah, exactly,
okay?
exactly.
Okay, there's a few people, okay, to basically give her peace about what she paid for, she was right to pay for. I mean, literally, Kate, though, that one time, like, you thought that the vanity on the sink in the bathroom was different. And I just sent you from it's the same one. I mean,
no, it was amazing.
The greener.
Perception, okay. the live perception.
So I get
the disease
the way
of
panic
perception
clouds the mind. Okay, so I get this last night. This is classic hotel shot from you. Okay, it looks borderline shot by the hotel.
I know. TripAdvisor.
Clinical, like
TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor. Okay, like you've been on TripAdvisor for years. Like here's a neutral photo of the space. Wide as hell, right? Like to do an assessment. I don't know. It's just like it's really specific.
Yeah.
And when one comes in, I feel like usually if it just comes in like spraying for the Four Seasons and then picture.
Yeah. What am I?
It means you're asking if it's good enough because I feel like when you're freaking pumped, I get a text that's like, when you're freaking pumped, okay, but when you're freaking pumped, I get a text that's like, holy shit, this is the nicest hotel I've ever stayed at.
Yeah. That was me at the Viceroy when I had the 1-bedroom suite.
Where I've recorded from there in years past.
You know what's funny?
It is the 1-bedroom suite. The burl wood furnishings. Didn't it reignite your interest in burl wood?
Well, I don't even know what burl wood is, to be honest. But the bedroom with the Viceroy, this happened to me twice.
I was
at the Viceroy, right? And again, I was put up for work, so I wasn't paying, and I was in the 1-bedroom suite. It's divine. I went back. Great service, love it. I was in not a 1-bedroom suite, but like the Grand King or something. A lovely room. But I had been spoiled by the 1-bedroom suite where I get there and I was staying for 4 nights and then I called down and I was like, sorry, just so how much is, like, I was like, what's the difference, right? And of course the difference was astronomical. And I was like, oh, right. Like that's what it is. And by the way, on Hotel Talk, and this is really fun.
Wait, is that a segment in our show?
No.
Or a website?
No, it's brand new. I'm premiering it. Hotel Talk.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Okay, but
I'm thinking $15 tier for those who travel.
So we just were staying at the Ludlow, and my partner later called me on. I said this in completely flatly and genuinely. I was talking to them, and I said, I said, it's been a tough Ludlow.
No.
I go. I said to them completely genuinely. I was like,
to who?
To Naomi, to my partner.
Oh, no. I thought you meant, okay. I thought front desk. I thought you were front desk.
No.
Okay.
So I had for days, because again, I was staying in New York. Friend was out of town. I got to stay at her unfucking believable 3-story Brooklyn townhouse. Like,
congrats.
Insane. Yeah, it was insane.
Damn. Oh my God.
And then I moved to a King Ludlow. I get in there, and I've been talking to Naomi all week. I go, baby, I sprung. We're staying in the King. I get there, I open, I go.
Have you never been in one?
This is small. So listen to the Queen Loft
is bigger than the King. I know. Kate,
so here,
Hotel Talk. King doesn't mean big room. It means
this
king
is
bed.
So confusing. So I go, by the way, I meant to cross-reference the prices, but I go, oh my God. So last time, and I wasn't paying. I don't know what was going on. I was at a Queen Loft, and it was fucking bathtub with the window. So then I get in there, and so here's something that's tough, and this is what made it a tough Ludlow. I take a picture. How do I picture it? You're in the room. There's a huge block. The electrical closet that's in the hall is built into the room.
Into the room, right.
So there's like a cutout. And so then for days I'm going, so if the electrical closet weren't here, is that just open floor? Is that just open floor that instead it's the electrical closet? And I go, do they give it to me because I'm staying longer?
Right.
Like what? Like maybe they roll out. This is another question I have about hotels. If you're staying for more than, or do they roll out, let's give the best room to people who are staying for 2 nights, 1 night, entice them. Some person who's here for a week, we've got them trapped. I don't know. You know what I want to do? The first guest ever for Poog. Hotel manager.
Anyone will do.
And you can anonymity will blur your voice. And that's
they're like it's like the throws. They're like, the throws are never washed. They're like, because my belief, the throws are never washed.
Yeah.
Anything that's like,
well, of course I rip it off the bed. You get into a hotel. I immediately rip off the throw it.
And the
decorative tables and the decorative pillow.
Come.
Yeah.
The decorative pillow is straight on the floor.
Some businessman's putting it under his wife's ass so he can go deeper. I'm throwing that on the floor.
No, it's like, I mean, I've talked about this before, but I had a concept, Soaring on Caffeine, about a hotel where everything's metal and wood, okay, but mostly metal, plus washable cloths.
All copper.
All copper, okay.
The first all copper hotel.
Okay.
The Copper Inn.
Okay, no, but here's the key, okay? So I developed in my mind a line of furniture that everything is, there's not a piece of cloth in the room that isn't completely freshly laundered before you enter.
Okay.
So it's a design construction issue, okay? So for example, there's a chair in the room, but that chair is made of, let's just say, copper and cloth. Okay,
For
cloth
its antiviral properties, I want to be clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
And cloth that, so the cloth is like a sling, let's just say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's washed each time.
It's washed each time. I would even take, I think, I'm not sure, the interior pillow. Okay, the interior pillow is encased in plastic or whatever, something. Yeah. Okay. And then that is a copper pillow, essentially, or whatever. And then that isn't a fresh thing. So you go in there, it's like your room is made of copper and white sheets.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
In different degrees. Okay. You could twist up a white sheet and it's like you twist it up. Like, you could do anything.
Yeah. Twist up your own sheet.
You see what I'm saying? Like you could become a rope.
The copper end's making me laugh.
And but my huge question was, do you open it as a hotel, or is it the kind of thing that instantly every hotel is going to start offering it because it's going to become a new standard? And then so the question is, do you instead start the furniture and the linen design company that offers
and get
this?
your patent on that? Yeah.
And by the way, you hear an idea on this podcast, and I don't get 99%.
Yeah.
Okay? You can have 1% if you want to actualize.
I think that actually the logical next step of Poog is you going on Shark Tank with something. You could get on.
I have too many ideas.
You could get on.
I mean, so many.
But wait. But
take me back.
But it's just the Ludlow. So wait, hang on. So I get into the room, right? The electrical closet thing, I hardly even understand. It was like after the first night, I was like, "What's the box?" I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" That there's like a huge box into the room.
I mean, it's New York City.
But when I'm in the room, still love the Ludlow. Listen to me. But when I'm in the room, I'm like, because I've been talking up to Naomi, honey, I got us the king. Okay, all fucking week like an idiot. And then I call down.
Staring at that box.
I get there.
The fact you're even talking about the box.
I call the front desk. I go, hi.
No.
No, listen to this. I go,
that voice every time.
Not because of the box. I call down. I go, hi. Just got into the room. I just wanted to confirm. I booked a king.
Sorry, just laughing. I'm sorry. I have to interrupt.
No, it's fine. Please.
Hi, I'm just wondering if the box wasn't there, would that be floor space? Sorry.
No, I want to look. Okay, so I go, hi, I just wanted to confirm. This is the king, and he goes, yes, you're in a king, and I go, oh, okay. I'm wondering because the last time I was there, I was, frankly, the room was bigger or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, could you tell me what room I was in last time? And he looks it up instantly. He goes, yeah, you were in the Queen Loft. And that's, a bigger room. And I go, oh, huh. And then okay. And then I kind of...
Did you go, but why is it bigger if king beats queen in a card game?
Exactly. I just meekishly was like, oh, okay. The room's great, So then we're there, the electrical closet box. Did I take a picture? It'd be kind of shocking if I didn't.
But, I could have warned you, I think.
Warn me about what? The electrical closet?
You going, I think I'm going to book a king, right? And I would have been like, I might have been able to warn you.
Never leave the house without matches if you want to keep romance alive in your relationship.
Oh.
Yeah.
You mean so you can
not leave the house,
light a cigarette in the street?
When you're sharing, so you can use the facilities in the shared restroom at the hotel when you're staying in a hotel with a lover.
That's disgusting. So I go in there, it smells like a match, and I'm instantly brought to I instantly know, like, the scent of a burnt match to me is basically equivalent to the scent of fecal matter.
Disagree.
It's almost worse. You know why?
Disagree.
It's almost worse. You know why? Because then you're proudly inhaling match smell, knowing that you're almost being tricked into having a more free breath. Okay, versus it kind of being gross in there, and you kind of just breathing like an inch at a time.
I can't
You're
tolerate
already deeply inhaling the match.
Yes. Well, I'm not doing that. It's just like all I want to say is I've never smelled anything bad in the bathroom, and that's from this. Okay.
Oh,
but Jacqueline, just the Ludlow really quick. So the electrical closet, and then I said to Naomi completely genuinely, just like I said, it's been a tough Ludlow. Or it was like in the middle of a sentence. It was like this, that. Like, it'll be good to go there because, it's been a tough Ludlow. And they, of course, like laughed. And I felt very seen. And I told them like that they had
it's also a narrative. It's a narrative. It's you.
Aches and pains.
Assigning a value.
So I go into the room and I name the hotel. So it's a lodge. It's along a river.
Business will only, unless there's issues with the hotel otherwise, but like paranormal business will be booming, so you might as well.
Okay, so it's called the Riverside Lodge. And
sounds about right.
It's kind of one of those things where it's sort of a converted motel. I didn't look up how old it was, I should now, but where the rooms are kind of updated. So and it's big, like it's a huge property. They're like, okay, there's this building, there's this building, there's that building. Like, whoa. So I go into my room and I just opened the door and I was like, And so it's one of those things where there's a living room with doors that open onto a river. Truly, it's a beautiful river. And then there's a bedroom. And then there are a couple steps up to the bathroom area.
Is the bathroom by the door? Sorry, I know this is really specific.
The bathroom is by the
right. So you enter on a landing kind of and then descend 2 steps into the living room.
You're unbelievable. It's like you're there. That's crazy. Okay, yes. So... And, it has a microwave. It has a little fridge, whatever. Big living room. I'm unpacking my groceries and stuff. New me, new life. I literally go to the gym there, which is beautiful gym, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. And so then I go back to my room. That night I have off. I'm tired. I'm quite tired. So I fall asleep 10 o'clock, 10:30. I'm out like a light. Okay. And then, key detail. So when I'm turning off the lights to the room, whatever, getting into bed, I notice, as we've established, the step up to the bathroom entrance area. And I thought like, oh, wow, that's because as we know, I tragically pee in the night. And I was like, that's a hazard. And then I see, there's a motion detector light right there at ankle height.
Up on the step.
On the step at ankle height.
Okay, I can tell that this is going to be highly relevant. And I think I know why.
So there's a motion light at ankle height on the step. I go, okay, that's smart because, so you don't trip and die. Okay, so I pass out cold. I wake up. My eyes do the thing, which is, I'm sorry to say it, it's what happened the last 2 times when I had a kind of sighting, let's say, where my eyes just open. Like there's no...
There's no coming
dream.
To...
There's no dream.
It's as if
there's no sound.
Boing.
Just like completely boom. So my eyes open, boom. And here's what's strange. I say out loud, and this is what wakes me up. So weird. He's God-fearin with an apostrophe.
Right.
He's God-fearing with a hard G. I wake myself up saying he's God-fearin. Even though, but you don't remember or feel like there was a dream. No dream attached whatsoever.
So it's almost like, there's nothingness, right? You're nowhere. And then suddenly you are eyes waking up cleanly going, he's God-fearing.
Yep. Okay. Truly.
Okay,
and I remember thinking,
okay.
And it was like
very
the words were in my mouth and they were waking me up. And because there was no dream attached, I was like, what the fuck? And I wake up, he's God-fearing. The sound of it wakes me up. I wake up and I'm just kind of staring. And then boom, within 5 seconds, the motion light goes off. And I'm flooded with fear. I'm like,
no, I just want to make sure everyone's got the physics because you're on a bed and you're not rustling blankets that are hanging over onto the floor.
No, and to be clear, the motion light is in the other room. So let's just say I were waving my arms
You're in the
wildly,
bedroom.
it would not set it off. I'm in a whole different room. But from where I'm sitting, I can see the open door where there's the steps. I can't see the motion light itself. I mean, I see the light go off. The sensor itself, I don't even see. But just it's like within seconds, I wake up, I'm in the dark, and then boom, the motion light goes off, and I'm like, fuck, and I'm completely wide awake, and I'm scared, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I look over, it is 2:55 a.m.
Of course.
And I'm like, shit. And I'm like, I'm awake now. This is scary. This is scary. This makes no sense. Why would that be going off? And I'm like, there's no one I can call. I'm alone. I text you to be like, and I was like, I'm scared. I mean, we can look back and see the text, but I was scared.
Oh.
I text.
Oh, was this? Right. I remember. I think.
Yeah.
And, it was the next day. Well, I remember.
And
okay.
But I texted in that moment knowing that no one would answer because it was the dead of night. But I was so scared. And then, by the way, one of the ways I calmed myself down was like, oh, it's just a Poog episode. This is just for Poog.
Yes.
You're just going to talk about this on Poog. You're going to be fine.
That's beautiful.
I thank God by the grace of God because I text Naomi. I'm scared. I'm like, well, they're dead asleep. They happen to be awake. Because I fell asleep on the couch and we're transferring to the bedroom. So thank God. So I talked to them for a few minutes. I'm scared. I'm like, all right. I'm going to go back to bed. Like, I have to go to sleep. So I down a Agent Nature.
The magnesium?
No, it's not magnesium. It's the sleep.
I keep forgetting.
But maybe there's magnesium in there. But it's the tart cherry packets, which I want more of. And I need to buy more because they're unbelievable.
I'd really like to
down that.
Get into that.
They're amazing. I down that. I fall asleep. So then, and I am not a nightmare person. I really don't get nightmares.
Yeah.
I proceed to have nightmares all fucking night. Yeah. And I'm waking up from them, gasping, some of them. And so the next one that I have is lucid. I haven't had a lucid dream in a second. So I'm having a lucid dream that I'm in the bedroom where I am.
Right.
I'm looking into the hall where the light was. I have a little bouncy ball, like a rubber ball. And I'm bouncing it into the hallway. And in the dream, I'm like, fuck you. Are you there? Like trying to talk to whatever is. I was like, are you coming out? Like, I'm aggressive. I'm like, fine. Are you there? Like, come on, show yourself, bitch. I bounce it. It bounces back.
As if like thrown from the other room.
Exactly. Like whoever, whatever is in the hall bounces it back. And that's really scary in the dream. And it wakes me up and I go, and I do one of those and I wake up. And then I'm like chills on my body. I feel scared. Like I just feel this really, and I feel creepy. I feel like I just don't feel good. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm awake again. And I'm truly just like praying for morning. I'm like, please let morning come. So then, and this is where it sounds a little, but so after the ball gets bounced back and I'm really scared, I'm awake. I'm like, ugh, I close my eyes and I proceed to see, and I see something, which I've seen. This is something that I have from time to time where, and I'm really curious if other listeners have this. The only other person I've heard describe this to me is my father, who I once described doing this years and years ago. And he was like, oh yeah, my dad, who has zero interest or belief in ghosts or anything even remotely paranormal or anything. I was like, yeah, sometimes when I close my eyes, I can see in like complete unbelievable photographic detail. And it's like a black and white negative. It looks like that. Faces, things like, and the detail is profound. It's like I'm just staring at a photograph.
You're like, are my eyes,
like,
it's it feels like your eyes are open behind your lids kind of feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And my dad, I once described that to him, faces. Oh yeah, in extreme detail. And I once described that to him. I think I was like 16 and he was like, oh yeah, I get that sometimes. And he was like, I called that the funnies.
No.
He's like, oh yeah, I always call that the funnies. I was like, what? Excuse me? Okay, so
because like they're kind of like the comic strips?
I guess, yeah.
Like black and white?
Yeah, I guess so.
Which is really compelling.
We never talked about it again, but so
That's good.
Okay, so the ball bounces back. I wake up in terror. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I close my eyes and I see in complete detail a man's face. He's like older. I've never seen him before. Older, wrinkly face. And then I see next to him a middle-aged woman smiling. She's not scary. Neither of them seem scary, actually. I'm just like looking at them. And then I see, if I may, a fucking ghoulish, scary, skeletal
figure. And I was like, ugh.
Still with the eyes closed in pure detail. Okay.
Yeah.
And where is the figure? Are the others gone or is it joined the couple?
The skeleton one?
Because you described the man,
it's
the
like
woman.
In succession. Yeah, I see the man.
Oh, then the woman.
Then the woman.
Yes.
But I'm kind of aware that they're together.
Okay.
And then
that's what it seemed like. Okay.
Yeah. And then I see the ghoul
let's
skeleton.
Hear ghoul skeleton.
Like it was brief. It was just, but it was like a fucking goddamn ghoul. Like I don't know how to describe it. It was a scary looking
face.
Humanoid.
Obviously, somewhat.
Yeah, but more like I don't know, just like a common illustration.
Like the kind that I would hang up front on Halloween,
completely. Like a very familiar archetypal that.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, fuck, what?
And how long, is it brief? Is it
seconds? It's like each face is maybe like 5 seconds.
Now why? Now here, and
enough,
I don't mean why.
Enough to zero in. Yeah.
I don't mean, I don't mean why, questioning what you do. This is more to investigate what's happening.
Yeah.
Why in that moment, the second that you see the skeleton, and I mean the half second that you first see it, right? Why do you stay with it for 2 seconds versus open, scream, whatever?
So exactly. So
interesting.
Because it's so fascinating that it's so fascinating I can see it.
Right.
And I'm lucid. And what it is
that's what I was hoping
in
for.
my mind, I'm going like this. Oh my God. I'm like, are you kidding? And I'm looking and I'm just it feels like my eyes are wide. Here's what's so bizarre. It feels like my eyes are wide awake.
Right.
Like I'm almost opening them, straining them open. Whoa.
Right.
And so I see that. And in those moments, I have to say, I don't feel scared necessarily. It's more just fascinated. It's not the scared feeling I get when I when I was looking at the hallway. It's a different feeling. So then somehow I'm fall asleep again, and I proceed to have nightmares, and which again, very unusual for me. And I'm waking up throughout the night, and I'm fucking praying for goddamn morning.
Are the nightmares? Are any of them?
They're partially lucid, but they have nothing to do. It's kind of more classic. I'm at my parents' house. I'm downstairs. I hear voices outside. I'm scared.
Yeah.
I go to open the door and I'm to investigate, but then I'm too scared. I open it and then I see darkness of the night and I'm terrified. It's just nothing. And then what else? I mean, kind of they won't sound interesting, but they're scary to me. And so then. Okay, so I mean that's it, so to speak. But then the next thing that happened, which is just completely coincidental, but was terrifying, is at one point I think I smell cigarette smoke, and I'm like, oh, also a key detail is the hotel is silent. It's not the thing where I can hear footsteps above, next door, and that contributes to being scared because it's just it feels like I'm alone. It feels like there's no. It's not like if you're in a high rise.
It was a did it seem like the hotel was
there were people there.
A lot of people there?
Yeah. But I just kind of, in the night, I was like, it's so silent. I mean, you're hearing nothing. So then, and then I think at one point I smell cigarette smoke and I'm like, well, that's really weird.
And not you've suddenly become aware of oh, this must have been a smoking room once.
No.
More a prominent smell.
Yeah. Yeah. But that will become clear soon, I think. So,
okay.
So then, so after all of this, again,
Claire olfactor. It's like I forget what it is, but there's a nose one, Claire nose.
I know. Well, I was like, what is that? But then,
sorry, go on.
So then after this horrible night, I'm awoken at 5:30 a.m. to the loudest, scariest bang. My eyes open and I'm like, are you kidding me? Could this get any? And my first thought is oh, the world's ending. Or I was that terrifying thing of is that a natural disaster? Is that a bolt of lightning that's striking the hotel? What is that? Turns out, so then I look at the clock. It's 5:30 a.m. I'm like, okay, well, at least
Dawn
light's coming soon. I proceed to fall asleep and wake up at 10:30 a.m. So I slept in, which I attribute to the agent.
Then nothing, and fell back asleep.
Fell back asleep, and then
you didn't
from 5:30 to 10:30. No,
okay,
nope. 5:30 to 10:30, I'm out like a light. And again, I attribute that to the agent nature packet. I wake up, I go outside,
forest fire level smoke, wildfire, PTSD, LA. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? No one, everyone at the hotel is like, yeah, there's a hotel, there's a fire nearby. Like, and it's so much so that I put on a mask. I have a mask. I'm like, guys.
Fire active at that moment. Like, when had the fire begun? I'm sorry, but I have a couple of
not sure.
thoughts.
Like in the morning. Oh, and guess what? The bang. I go to the front desk. I go, hi, I heard anyone here? They go, oh yeah, it was a meth lab exploding nearby. And then of course I look up, and if you look up like Bend, Oregon explosion, you can see people's Ring cameras and stuff, like houses shaking, like a huge explosion. So I was like, okay, yeah.
And a fire that night, separate.
And a fire that night, yeah. So like creepy stuff. And I'm going, I'd like to leave this town. And I'd like to leave this town fast. So I immediately, by the way, I start, I was supposed to leave the next day at like 4. I changed my flight to 7 a.m. Because I'm by the way, the whole day I'm feeling, that night I have a show, the whole day I'm feeling this, and you could say, oh, well, it's from the night. I just feel eerie. I feel this buzzy energy. Here's what it feels like. It feels like I had way, way, way too much caffeine, but I hadn't. I had 1 coffee. Like I feel this buzzing, eerie, induced like thing. I don't like it. And I'm like, I want to go. So I end up switching rooms, which I thought, because I was already like, I don't want to sleep in that room again tonight.
You changed it for the following day, just an earlier flight.
Exactly.
Okay.
2 nights total.
You're not on your way out.
Total.
Okay.
So now it's the
room change thing.
The day that I have my show.
Oh,
and so,
right.
And,
okay.
And
I remember.
I noticed that morning the bedroom window wouldn't fully close, and that's why I was getting the smoke smell. Right. Mm-hmm. Like, so I go, hey, my window won't fully close. And then I go, you know what? Could I just switch rooms? Because I'm like, just do it, Kate. I don't need to be in there. Oh, by the way, you know what I think we should do on air right now? Maybe I should call and ask if they've ever had paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, but listen, because I wanted to ask, but I was too scared. Mm. So I switch rooms. I go,
You're too scared because you know you have another night there.
Yes. Right? I go, and that day I was like, how am I going to go to sleep in that room tonight? I'm going to be too scared. They go, yeah, we can switch rooms. I'm so happy to leave that room. I can't tell you. I'm packing so fast. It does not feel inconvenient. I'm like, get me the fuck out of here. They moved me to a room that's in a different building as well, which is comically in the scary thing where it's as far as you can walk. We're basically up against the woods. It's like this building and then the final room. And that's my room. But I go in there, identical layout.
The room was at the threshold.
Yeah, exactly. Identical layout,
your room
except reversed.
Is the doorway to the darkest of the woods. All right.
No, but I was like, but then I'm comforted because there's so many cars in the driveway there that I'm like, okay, I'm surrounded by people. Like, that's cool. And that day I had been in bed because I just felt weird. I just was like, I want to just get through this day. It was just a weird feeling. And there was a digital clock next to the bed, which I swear I had noticed before and was normal. Mm-hmm. I get into my room. It's 10 p.m. It is blinking digital 3:44. And I'm like, why?
No.
Isn't that fucking eerie?
So you'd checked into your new room earlier is my point.
There's a chance
that you hadn't noticed.
That the clock had been blinking. But I fucking swear to God, it was next to the bed and I was there all day. Yes.
You glance at a bed, something's blinking, your eye goes to it.
Yes, your eye goes to it. And I had been in that room all day. I was in bed watching fucking TV. I was like, I would have seen it. And I get in there, 3:44. Blinking on the clock. I'm like, fuck this. I flip. And by the way, the clock, I cannot unplug it. It's like a thing where it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like fed through this solid oak thing that I can't move. So I flip the digital clock. You'd have to cut it with a knife. Exactly. I flip the digital clock. I'm like,
Face down.
I down another Agent Natu, or maybe it was a Klonopin. I can't remember.
Right.
And I was like, I'm going to bed.
I can't remember.
And
it sounds like it was a Klonopin. Right.
Well, I was texting you.
Oh, so this was huge.
And I prayed.
Obviously, for the group.
No. Oh, wait. I want to say this. Yeah. The previous night of the scary haunting, I said out loud at some point, I do not want to communicate. I am closed to this. Like, I said something like that out loud. Like, nope, go away. Don't want to do it.
Well, the classic, and I think listeners would remember, respectfully, I do not wish to see you. That was you in London, remember?
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
It's very impressive. Okay, go on.
So then I'm on the bed and I pray. You're like Archangel Michael. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, Archangel Michael, I call on you, like, please protect me.
No, right. Because I just want to take it. Because when this was happening, I was like,
this is special. We have to talk about this, right? Because I feel like I was in bed or something, or, you know, I don't know, like, because I guess I don't know what time it would have been for you. Who knows? Because I'm 8 hours later. How was I in bed? Like, well, who knows? But it felt like night to me too, is the point. And, you know, you're like, I'm scared, whatever. And I'm just like, you know, you might have some gifts. We know this. I'm like, remember how connected you were at camp? Remember you were like connecting with the Christ light at 8?
Oh yeah, that wasn't camp, honey. That was on my knees praying the rosary. No,
I know. I thought it was at a camp that you like didn't know was like a religious camp or something.
Oh yeah, I did like accidentally go to a Christian camp.
Yeah. But like, so, but I was like, in a pinch, I'm just like, yeah, call on Michael, okay? Because I've heard others say this, and people, you know, like whose books I read, and it's so cool when other people talk. I think I don't know if I was talking about this on stage recently, or like, you know, forgive me, okay? But like, I was talking about someone, and it could have been here, but I don't think it was. But just like when people refer to the archangels, like, well, just call on Michael. You're like, Michael?
Hell yeah.
Like, yeah. You're like, whoa, right? And then I was like, if I recall, I was like, what I've read, Archangel Michael like has a sword and is like, of course they all have light and carry light and whatever, but but this protective sword whole kind of thing, and just cutting through the darkness, and I don't know. And then I was like, and then I started Googling, looking for like, you know, a strong sort of satisfying image of Michael to send to you. And I'm looking, and there's always this thing like deviant art, like back in the day, like there's this very particular kind of spiritual fantasy, religious drawing that like comes up on the internet a lot. And it's always a little like too, you know, like the divine figures are a little too like sexy. Like it looks a little bit too fanfic, you know, but anyway, it's very specific. So I'm like wading through those, trying to find something that feels a little more like classical or archetypal, whatever. Anyway, and then right then, like pops back at me one from you. Like you had also been searching, and like you had sent me you had sent me like one of the ones I was about to send you. You know, like I was like, and it was illustration. You're like, You're like, I'm right. You're like, I'm all right. Like, the light will protect me. Oh, and then I also told you the other thing that I think I talked about in here, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. That my energy healer told me, which was, close up, you know, your energy field, bubble, you know, ask for support, bubbling yourself up, right? And then close up your energy field like you're in a little velvet jewelry bag that has the tie ribbon at the top.
I love that.
Pull it at the top. You pull it tight.
I love that.
Cinches tight, and your energy is.
I love that. That's good.
Contained.
That's good shit. I like that.
It's good.
The velvet. Yeah. So I called upon Michael. It helped. And then I'm like, I take my pill. Good night, everyone. I'm out. And then I had to wake up really early. I had to wake up. It was like one of those things where I had to wake up at 5 and eyes awake. But let's get the fuck out of here. I'm like grabbing my stuff. It's like, there's a great feeling when you're going home. I was like,
oh my God. Yeah.
Get me out. And then, and I'm sorry to say it, but I swear to God, guys, it was like the second I started descending into LA, I just felt better. Like the energy, that buzzy, weird anxiety was just gone.